Alright, so based on that info, what you are taking, so I have a bunch of modules. How do I bring those in? Activation. So I'll just go through them. I don't really know much about some of these ones, so I'll probably just skip the ones I don't think are gonna be. I want to save the Avernus one for possible your other group. Candlekeep Mysteries has like a bunch of solo quest kind of ones.
Yeah, Candlekeep, because I was looking for cool monk magic items. And there is one that actually comes from Candlekeep.
Holy crap, there's 17 adventures in there.
Yeah, in the Candlekeep Mysteries, Gloves of Soul Catching.
Ah. So, what I'm gonna do with that, it gives you advice on how to like pick a different place for Candlekeep to be if you're using it in a different setting. So it's got the Critical Role setting, Eberron, and Greyhawk, as well as Forgotten Realms. So I can just shove that into my world too, I think.
All right.
So the place in my world that would be is... let's take a look at my map here. Oh, I haven't uploaded all the maps yet. Okay, I have them on my hard drive here. What? Where did I put that? Of course I didn't put it in the place where I think I would put it when I scanned it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, where did I put it? Oh, D&D Adventures? No, there it is. Maps, okay. Ah, yes, Holthrad. In the capital city of Holth, which has a great library, much like the Candlekeep one, although bigger. Kind of like this, mostly like the Great Library in Greyhawk, so that can be the place where you start. And let's say your do you know which one of the adventures has the thing you want?
No, unfortunately. Let me see if I can figure it out.
A deep and creeping darkness. That sounds interesting. Oh, that's about a book. Okay. What was the thing you were talking about? It was
they're called the Gloves of Soul Catching.
soul catching. Probably maybe the Raven one. Each one of these things is a book, I guess. So.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there. It's actually amazing how much stuff I got for that bundle. Like any one of these is like a whole year's worth of adventure pretty much if you did the whole thing. Oh, here we go. This is a list of what the things are. So, quest to find a missing sage, light on a book merchant scam, hilltop chalet with a secret society, mining disaster, sinister clockwork book, secluded temple, something about beauty. Grave cylinders. Ghostly finger. Book points a ghostly finger at the perpetrators of unsolved mass killing in Waterdeep. Immersed in a storybook involving LaRue, the Unicorn Queen, and Malar, the Beast Lord. A tower in Candlekeep is more than what it seems. A djinn trapped in the book offers a wish. That's pretty good. Unlocking a bard's prison. Conflict with the monks of Immortal Lotus. That could be a good one. Puzzling organ transplants. That's interesting. Magical mark. Unsolved mystery with a stone golem in the desert. And a fungal plague. Let's take a look at that monk one.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you can actually get the
thing?
The gloves. You have to actually make them.
Oh, okay.
And so it's more of a quest to go out and
get the
like it says it requires silver thread, fine leather, other material components worth a total of 5,000 gold, so expensive to start with. And then to imbue them with magic, a ritual must be performed. And the ritual requires 3 sacrifices: a being of great intellect, a being of strong body, and a being of pure heart. So I need to kill 3 out of 5 of the Scooby Gang.
You're like the anti-hero in this. Have you picked an alignment?
I'm going neutral.
Neutral, yeah. That's good for an assassin.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that you are a member of what was the name of this place? Okay, you're a member of a secret society, which I haven't named yet.
That's how secret it is.
That so I don't know if you can see on this map But
Hold on, I'll have to go back to Twitch because it's really.
so the capital city of the
I
empire.
don't want to say this out loud, Dan, but it's really tiny. All right, here we go. Got it.
Okay, so the capital city of the empire is the city of Tilric here, which is on the edge of this lake called the Crystal Lake. And this other city listed currently as Tolar, which I think I was going to change. This is a capital city of another kingdom that makes up this mysterious area between these two mountain ranges. And it used to be jungle, but I thought it doesn't make sense that up on the plateau there's a jungle. It'd be more likely to be just evergreens or something. So I thought of like making it a magical reason, but I moved this country to somewhere else because that made more sense for it to be a jungle. So this area is something, maybe a swamp, maybe a some forest or something, but this area is shrouded in darkness. So it's a very secretive area, but this country agreed to be a member of the Empire if it could be in charge of the spy network and kind of the covert ops option.
Nice.
And so when the Emperor was forming the Empire, he figured that might be a problem in the future, but that might be a problem in the future. So he found it useful.
Not today.
He found it useful at the time to have a organization of assassins and spies on his side, supposedly. So that's how they entered the Empire, with a deal. And the other part of the deal is that they don't go into kind of their land. So you're a part of one of the organizations from that land, the mysterious land up here. And you've been tasked with going down to Holthrad and checking out the library there, the Great Library, and seeing if there's anything you could find out that would be useful. So you are both a spy and a assassin, and your skills kind of seem to reflect that as well. And so you sometimes get sent on missions to find out stuff, sometimes you get sent on missions to take somebody out, and sometimes both. But this time you're sent over here to just see what you can find out. You're a member of a monastic order that originates in this country but actually exists in other places. So that's kind of your cover. And you can interact with other members of that order that are in the city of Holth. And that's your kind of way in to get into the Great Library.
Yeah.
Because they are also researchers and things like that. So, and it also ties in with the sort of spy network, being knowledgeable about everything, having people infiltrate the library is a good option too. Okay, so you have arrived, and we'll just assume you already set up your contacts with the monk order. Do you have a name for what your particular one is?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't got that for yet.
We'll think of that later, but that order is... There's already a chapter in the city of Holth, and you hook up with them, and they get you access to the Great Library. And characters in the Great Library might encounter the Book of Inner Alchemy. So, you are researching something of another monk tradition. Yours is the Way of Shadow, but a cover for your monk order is the Way of the Open Hand. So that's the healing one. And so you're their ostensibly to research the nature of ki and its uses in both hand-to-hand combat and for healing. And also some there's some legends you've heard of, or your superiors have heard about, relating to immortality and some ways of achieving that. And then the way of the open hand is involved in this section of the library.
Well, everyone likes a little bit of immortality now and then.
Okay, and let's see, try me out it. So the masters of the way of the open hand have written a book. You've found out now that they've written a book, recorded their life's work in this book called the Book of Inner Alchemy.
All right.
And now, is this book actually here?
That would definitely make my life a lot simpler.
So it is believed, and the library in Holth is so vast that there are books in there that are not. There are so many books in there that they don't even know where they all are. So some suspect that this book has been hidden somewhere in the library. And this would be a great thing for the organization you really work for to get a hold of. The monks of the Way of the Open Hand would probably not want that to fall into your organization's hands, but since they think that you're one of them, they'll probably help you until they find that out.
What? I am just trying to do what's in the best interest of them. Maybe.
What's that?
I'm really just there for their best interest.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Okay, so this is... So has somebody found this already?
Here.
I don't know if these stories, like, I haven't read the first part of this, but do they all start with, oh man, this is an adventure for 12th level characters. I may have to adjust the difficulty a little bit.
I'm not quite 12th level. Although it does only take a couple clicks of a button.
Yeah. Missing pages. Oh. Okay.
First, we should see if I could even go in this. Then the adventure.
Okay. All right. So I see how this is supposed to start. Okay, so you meet with the so you've been here to look into this book, and you've finally gotten, with the help of the of this monk order, and the people who work at the library, you have found the book, but one of the monks who's involved with handling the books has come up to you and says, "My apologies, Seekers, but the Book of Inner Alchemy has been vandalized. This manual is said to grant untold power over life and death to anyone who can master its secrets. And last night someone had the audacity to come to this sacred place and desecrate it."
Oh.
So they know... oh, this is actually the one you were talking about.
Certainly.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So they have asked if there's anyone in the monk order that can go out and try to retrieve the stolen pages and restore the tome to its original state.
Oh, well, I would be most happy to do such a thing. This one would be most happy.
And so they take you to the section of the stacks that has been ransacked, and countless literary treasures are strewn across the floor. The covered bodies of two of the acolytes from the library still rest on the floor.
This is tragic.
They say that for the return of the stolen pages, the Keeper of Tomes is offering 8,000 gold, or the equivalent of a transcribed magical knowledge from the Candlekeep archives. Probably not. They don't intentionally want to give out the knowledge in this book because it's been determined. It's been determined how much power it has, and so they were going to move it to the more restricted section of the library now that it has been uncovered recently. But of course, someone spotted it and knew what it could do, and has made off with the pages that are important. So,
just like a teenager to take the centerfold.
It's a teenager who stole it. Damn teenagers. Why, you little... Okay, so where are they taking it? Direction of... Okay, so do you want to do anything with checking out the scene before you head off looking for these guys?
I will examine the acolytes.
Okay, so make a DC 14 Wisdom medicine check.
Right.
If it's unskilled, it's just a Wisdom check.
Funny, I was going to take medicine too. Skills. Medicine did not. Okay, so it's just a Wisdom check?
Yeah.
Nope. Did it show up? Why doesn't it... Did it show up? I swear that I roll things on here and it never shows up. No, there you go.
Okay, yeah, so you're not sure how they were killed, but it doesn't look like there's any slash marks. That's about all you can tell. You can also make a DC 13 investigation check on them.
Oh, investigation I do have.
You should be a little better at that one.
Or not.
Wow, not your day for investigating.
No. This one is not sure what is going on, but it is not good.
All right, well, you don't know much about any clues about that. But while you're looking over the body, the scholar that was helping you notices something that you didn't notice and holds up. I wonder what this is. It's a scrap of white cloth that would not be part of the clothing of the ones who were killed. So he recognizes this. Actually, I'll let you make a check. This should be a pretty easy one since you're already a monk. So make a... Would it be a knowledge? What do we have for skills in that? History? But I'll let you do it at advantage because you're a monk and it's to do with monks.
Right.
So I think that's just...
I'll take an advantage. Advantage intelligence.
Oh, that's bad for you.
Oh, well, there.
Oh, there you go. You got it. Okay, so you recognize this as a symbol of the Order of the Immortal Lotus. It's a league of monks led by a master martial artist known as Bak Mei. And his followers have attacked travelers on their way to Holth from various directions. There's a road that goes around the lake to the capital. So they have attacked people along that route. As well as the other direction. Let's go back to that map. Oh, that's not it. I just did that. Are we playing Dora the Explorer here? Where's my map? I must have closed it.
Boots. Wiper.
Swiper, no swiping.
Ever watch 21 Jump Street? The one with
I have watched
the newer
that.
one.
Yeah.
Name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff. I say that sometimes in Overwatch, and when someone's got the name Jeff in their username, and then people get mad like I'm mocking them or something. They say I haven't seen the movie, I guess.
There's Boots and Swiper.
Mexican Wolverine.
Yep. He's like the Mexican Wolverine, man.
Alright, there's my maps again. This time I'll just minimize it. Okay, so this road goes up along the side of the South Britor Mountains, past the Chasm Keep, and a couple other towns towards Tilric, and then also to the south. To Forgara and Wardburg, and the forest above here, where Wardburg is called the Crimson Forest.
Okay.
And it's been suspected that these monks possibly work out of that forest. It is a magical forest, and it's sometimes dangerous. There's possible links to the Feywild in there, but it's a very unpredictable place, and so these monks might be working out of that forest.
Right.
And then that's all the info you gather from that.
All right.
So, you can possibly ask around if anyone saw
Anything?
anything. Do another investigation check to just see if you can get any info from anybody around the area.
Investigation check. Come on, this is the chance to shine. Investigation checks. God, why does it have to be intelligence? 14.
Okay, so yeah, you do. So around the time of the attack, someone did see a couple people moving away from the building that now are seems to maybe line up with the timing of that. They were. Let's see what they know. Two possibly older people. The person noticed that one of them, it seemed to be a man and a woman. They wore cloaks, and so they had black clothing, but under white flowing robes. And the man had a shock of silver in his hair, and the woman had a thin scar on her face. But that's all they saw, and they were heading southward, it seems.
All right, so head south for a bit.
All right, and I will just to jump ahead a little bit, because this is several days travel. So you follow their path. You keep asking, and you're finding people talking about these people, and they travel south to Forgara, down at the bottom of or to the south west of Holth. And Forgara is a town on the edge of a lake, and this lake is this town and lake are right on the edge of the plateau, and the lake.
So I can see it.
The lake actually has a huge waterfall that goes off the edge of the plateau and forms another lake down below, a mile down. So it's a pretty for this country, which is Holthrad, is a very literary country and all about knowledge and education. This town has like two sides to it. One seems like a bit of a touristy side where people come to see the waterfall, and then on the other side is kind of a seedy underground that has, people preying on the people who come there as tourists. And then there's the standard stuff of Holthrad. I think it's a duchy where they have like libraries, but the libraries here are very small and not very well kept. So this place is kind of a kitschy place. And there is a road that goes to the north, and then there's a ferry across the river or across the lake, and then the road continues down towards Wardburg, and that's the city that is near, or the town. It's more of a town. It's near the Crimson Forest, and that's probably where you think they're heading. So you head up there. You don't spend much time here because you find out they left right away too, and you get across the ferry and you come down here, and then you pass through the Crimson Forest, and you see now why it has its name. the trees there are very strange and red. The trunks are red, the leaves are red, all in different hues. Some going as far as orange or yellow, but it's a very it looks like kind of like autumn, but all the time, because there are evergreens there that are also red.
Interesting.
And even though you're going along this road, you get a strange sensation as you walk by these strange trees that something is watching you, or just sort of a general uneasy feeling.
Okay, well, I will keep my eyes open, trying to perceive, and sticking close to the tree line.
All right, make a perception check then.
$23.
Okay. Yeah, so you spot a point in between these two tree hexes there where the road goes by, where you're trying to track the trail of these, and you notice just out of the corner of your eye that there was some broken branches that go into the forest, and you figure from what you've heard about this place that most people would not go off the road and go in there, and you notice some fairly new broken branches and the signs of someone going into the forest.
Okay. I will carefully head that direction, keeping my eye open for traps because I'm not a trusting soul.
Okay. So then you get this. As you begin your journey into the Cloakwood, the forest darkens at an alarming rate, and from all around you you hear whispers and rustling foliage and the distant roars of unidentifiable beasts.
Well then.
And after a few hours of travel, you discover a path leading deeper into the forest. And if you follow the path, which you do, you come across a grisly scene. A noxious smell fills your nose. Just off the path is a hollow, petrified tree trunk filled with a viscous black ooze. Black tendrils extrude from the ooze, reaching towards two figures clad in white robes. The figures are 20 feet away from the tree trunk and pushing a wheelbarrow filled with bodies towards it. Filled with bodies.
Two people in white robes pushing a wheelbarrow load of bodies towards tendrils coming out of a tree.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm picking up here?
Yeah. Oh, it's already getting close to midnight.
Was it? All right.
Hey, someone said hello, bees.
Yes.
Critical Role fan. All right. Yeah. So
I
normally
because I'm Wazoomies. So.
Yeah, Wazoo bee. Hello, bees. So we should probably end here because this is about to turn into a combat, which
all right,
we could probably do, but it would take longer than we have, I think. Unless you want to push a little bit longer.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer. I've been traveling, so I'm exhausted.
No problem then, and we'll just finish it up here. So that's if we get a chance to play this again.
We can start here.
If Jesse is unavailable again, we'll just start right here.
So the big question will be whether or not they've seen me.
Yes. But we'll leave it at that, and we can roll the stealth check when we get to the next game.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. That was fun. It's fun to make up new characters all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe if you need a backup character, you can bring this one in.
Well, that's why I started writing one. And like, oh, if this one doesn't work, I should have something partially ready, so it doesn't take me forever to come up with.
Yeah. And we can play this a little bit just to keep your level in sync with the teams, since 6 is where you are now. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Works for me. Okay, man. Take it easy. Take it easy, everybody else in the world. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right. Have a good one.